Hey everyone, Johnny here, US Wellness Meats. We get a lot of questions about what we graze throughout the course of the year, what sort of forages, how the animals moved. So I want to spin the camera around and just kind of talk a little bit about what's going on. So these particular sheep are grazing a crop. It's called triticale. So it would be planted. It's actually planted the fall before. So this would have been planted in October, late October of last year. It starts to grow in the fall, but then goes dormant through the winter. And then usually it's one of the first things to start growing in the spring, along with, as all things in the wild, there's plants and weeds that grow on their own that just come up naturally. One in particular would be this little purple flower here called henbit. This is probably one of the more common winter annuals that comes up. Like most weeds, highly nutritious at the right times. So if you graze it when it's still young and vegetative like this, the sheep actually almost prefer it more than what you planted. So all these really fine-leaved stems here. This is triticale, and this is what actually was planted. But as you can see, you can barely see the ground. I mean, you have to dig to get down to bare soil. But the sheep are in this particular field for, depending upon the size of the field and how many sheep are in a group, 3 to 4 or 5 days at a time. And they'll tell you, essentially they'll let you know when they're ready to be moved. Obviously right now they're not paying much attention to me, but once you move them day to day, week to week, you get a pretty good idea of when it's time to move. Obviously based somewhat on the forage and how much you're leaving, how much you're grazing, and then how full the animals are and that kind of thing. These particular sheep will start having newborn lambs here in just a couple weeks. So they're on obviously a very high nutrition program right now on this lush forage, which is pretty important as you move into getting ready to have newborns.